motivation, inspiration, and business tips, this is the page for you. So do me a favor, right off the rip, go ahead and tag two people, share the broadcast. Tag two people, share the broadcast, because we're going to share some goods today. It's Monday. Yes, motivational Monday, marvelous Monday, you name it, right? Money making Monday, but it's a Monday. It's time to get this party started, right? Say hi, Jerusha. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I love to see the hearts. I love it when you say hi, Jerusha. I actually speak back, so make sure you put it in the chat. Say, hey, Jerusha, let me know where you're tuning in from. I see Detroit is in the building. Cali is in the building. Houston is in the building. Yes, of course, South Carolina in the building. And so you hear that Southern accent. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. So I like to know where my audience is. And that's what we're going to talk about today is how to identify your audience. Write that down. How to identify your audience. And so how I was able to grow this page on Facebook and Facebook Reels in a short period of time. Once I started putting out content, I could tell who my audience is and what my audience wanted from me. And so I'm going to give you some basic pointers today about your audience. Yes, hello, gorgeous. New Jersey in the building. Yes, Princess Sevilla in the building. How you doing, Princess? How you doing? Say hi, Jerusha. Go ahead. You got a business bestie. Tag her right now. You got some business partners, some team members. Tag her right now. So we want to increase your visibility. And so we also want to learn who we're talking to. Like you're posting, but who is the post for? So we're going to learn how to identify our audience. I know who my people are. Hashtag to the pretty people. And so if you are pretty, we love you. Oh, I love you too. If you are a pretty person from the inside out, what that means as a pretty person, we celebrate, collaborate, and create great relationships. Those are the pretty people. Yes, get your pretty people gear. We crown our people over here. And so I realized that most people are posting, but they're posting to the same people, right? And those people aren't purchasing their thing or their services or their opportunity or whatever. So you got to attract the right people. And so you've got to study your audience. You've got to take the time. And I don't mean like get a book and a magnifying glass, not like that. But you do have to look at what performs well when you post. So I know the type of content that performs well. So whenever I am imitating any type of, minister, pastor, I know those perform well because of the way I'm acting, right? And so that is what people want to see, more of that motivation to inspire them. So you have to figure out, what is it that my audience is responding to and do more of that. And then, of course, trickle in your business, trickle in your products, trickle in your services or whatever, but still give the people what they want. So give the people what they want. Hello, gorgeous. And so very important that you do this. Oh, I can share my screen on my notes so you can, a pretty person gonna put this in the chat for me. So if you're a newbie, put newbie in the chat. That just means you're just now hearing the sound of my voice. You are a newbie to me. Put newbie. I speak to my newbies. I see you, girl. And of course, if you watch the replay, put replay. But if you tag two people, share the broadcast. You and I just became besties because what? When I share, you share. That's how we change the world. Knowledge is the new rich. Knowledge is the new rich. Said Jerusha said, knowledge is the new rich. And so people will pay for what you know. And so that's why I'm sharing this with you, because my hope is to shorten somebody else's learning curve. And so if you're joining me like, who is this girl? Girl, I'm Jerusha. I'm Jerusha, motivational speaker, radio personality, business coach, social marketer, and I help people build their businesses online and offline. So I create what I call double threats. So I help you leverage and monetize social media. And currently, if you want to work with me, I'm developing 100 new business partners in my social retail business. Is going down. So 100 people that are ready for a change. You're ready to learn. So I just can't even imagine. I'm like 100 lives. Yes, 100 families, helping them make $100,000. Let's go. Let's do it. So if you want to learn more about the 100, all you got to do is tap my face, go to my link tree, tap my face wherever you are, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, tap my face on my profile, tap the link tree, and boom, you can find out more about the 100 or just put 100 in the chat. Say, Jerusha, I want to know about this 100 girl. So you get to work closely with me. So let's talk about how you can identify your audience and what I've learned from my experience in growing my Facebook account. And now TikTok does pretty well because it's TikTok, right? And then, of course, really focusing on my Instagram this year. And so my Instagram is getting more traction. Remember earlier, I told you guys Instagram doesn't love me, but I love Instagram. Like out of all the platforms, I like Instagram the most. But Instagram don't like me the most. So Facebook loves me. They love me over here. So if you love me, say, I love you, Jerusha. I love you too. And so we got to figure out what's going on. So they're all different. So I do suggest you try your best to be on everything. So I get to stream in different places. I'm using StreamYard, but with TikTok and Instagram, I have another phone. So if you want to know how that's done, but everything else, my groups and everything is done through StreamYard. So you can do this, and YouTube. You can do this. You see how I am using this as a tool. The tool is not using me. That's what you need to do on social media. Use the tool. Don't be a fool. And so what I've learned is people either execute a plan of action or they give an excuse. Write that down. Excuses or execution. A pretty person is going to put this in the chat for me. Hashtag pretty people. Excuses or execution. That's it. It's either you are going to make excuses or you're going to execute the plan that I'm telling you, and you're going to change. Write that down. So you've got to execute to grow online every single day. So who are you posting for? So when you get ready to post, think about, who am I posting for? Who is this serving? Write this down. What type of person would enjoy this content that I'm about to post? If you heard me before, you know I say most people post, if I post my dinner, that's self-serving. If I post I'm out to, my son's track meet, that's self-serving. But I post more on how to serve other people. So if you're posting to everyone, you're posting to no one. Let me just tell you, if no one has told you, say Jerusha told me, if I'm just posting to everybody because they said post, I'm actually posting to nobody because they don't know you're posting to them based on what you're putting out. So I might need I might need to lose weight, and you keep posting your weight loss shake or whatever, but I might not want to lose weight because I'm not your audience then, right? You want the people that are in the gym. You want the people that are trying to eat right. They're showing recipes. You want those people that are actually on a weight loss journey. You don't want the people just because you're posting your weight loss shake. If I don't want to lose weight, I'm not your people, right? So you got to figure out, who am I even talking to? And what does this person look like? So once I started doing what I love, I started showing up on social media right before the pandemic. And what I know to do best is talk. So I said, I'm going to do motivation and inspiration and business tips because I know how to do that. I have experience almost 2 decades of being in business. I know a thing or two. And I worked in radio and television, if you're joining me for the first time, right? And I worked for CNN News. So I have the credentials for that. So I'm going to share what I know for sure. Okay. Does this make sense? Now, so here's what you can do. First of all, write this down. Number 1, identify your audience. First, figure that out. And you can do that by looking at what you post and how many people engage with the post. And if you're the person that's saying nobody engages on anything, okay, so do you have a business? Okay, if no one is engaging on anything other than your cousin and your mom, I'm talking about other people, then you got to look at the content that you're putting out. Okay, that's important. That's a whole nother training. We're not talking about that today. So that's number 1. Identify your audience. You can also look at your analytics. I do that a lot. That's why I tell you, let me know where you're tuning in from, because I just like to see us on New Jersey in the house, Houston in the house, because then I look at my analytics. I'm like, okay, they like me in the North. The South, not so much, even though I'm from the South. And so you can look at those things. Take the time to learn. Take the time to just look at it. It's free. It's free. Okay. You ain't even got to pay for it. Check that out. You ain't got to pay for it. Okay. So after you've outlined your goal, you need to outline your target audience. I'm looking for people who want to make more money online. They want residual income. Particularly, I like people that are in corporate America. You're my people because I worked in corporate America and I started my side business on the side, and I grew my business where I could actually leave my corporate job. Like I laid them off. So I'm oftentimes looking for people that are in corporate America. They want to leverage and monetize social media. They don't want to just be on social media. You're my people. You need to be a part of the 100. And so I have a purpose every time that I'm live, every post, every reel, every TikTok. There's a purpose to that post. Okay. Now, here's the pro tip, because I know somebody's like, well, I sell t-shirts. That's for everybody. No, I'm not a t-shirt person. I don't really care for t-shirts, even though I have the pretty people tees, right? But that's probably the only t-shirt that I would actually like wear. So I wouldn't be your ideal prospect, even though you feel like t-shirts are for everybody. Yes. Okay. So you got to be in the market for the people who love different types of t-shirts, right? So breaking down your audience will help you figure out, the following. Write this down. Here's your first little tip. Oh, I should share my screen with the people on Facebook. Okay, Instagram and TikTok, you won't be able to see it if I share my screen. Okay, so which social media platform, right, you're active on? Like which one of your Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, which one are you most active on? That's a question you need to ask yourself. Write that down. Which one are you most active on? So let me see if I can share my screen with the people home. Right? Put it in the chat for me. I want to know, because it helps me too. Like, oh, people love Instagram like me. Or you love Facebook. Like, which one do you love the most? You like TikTok. Where do you spend the most time and where do you get the most interaction? That is the one we want to know about. Okay. That's the one I want to hear about. Share my screen. Put it in the chat. Okay. I see you. You like Facebook. A lot of people like Facebook. Okay. Even though Facebook, and this is what I heard, I was in a training, like Facebook is old school. So it's for a more mature audience, like Facebook. And then you have the people that are in the middle, like, middle age, they like Instagram. And then the younger generation, of course, Snapchat and TikTok. And so it just depends. I don't think it makes a difference. I'm on all of them. Okay. I'm on all of them. I'm like, I'm going to maximize this tool. All right. So can you see my screen on Facebook? Yes or yes? Say yes, Ranger. I can see your screen. Okay. So if you can see my screen on Facebook, and if you're not over here, you can jump over here. I'm going to look at my phone and see if I can see it. Okay, I can see it. All right, perfect. So you can see what I'm looking at. I'm looking at notes. All right. So number one, first of all, which social media platform you're active on or that you're growing the most on. I grow the most on Facebook and Facebook Reels. Okay. Write that down. This is how you're going to identify your audience. And number two, your posting schedule. Now, each platform is different. And I know people say you got to post at 6 a.m., 12 noon, and then 6 p.m. I just think you have to figure out your algorithm. You got to figure out what your audience is looking for and when they look at your stuff. For me, so I've been doing this 4 years straight. I post around 6 a.m. every day. That is when I do a post. Now you figure out, okay, when you do it consistently, you'll know, okay, people expect my post in the morning. That's when I post. I don't really post throughout the day. I go live like this, or I might release a TikTok or a video. But in terms of my first post, it goes out early in the morning. Okay. Except on the weekend. I do that Monday through Friday, every single day. So that's when I have my own posting schedule. Now, if you don't have a posting schedule and you need one, I need you to figure it out. Like before you go to work in the morning, say, I'm going to post before I walk into my office and post. Or, I'm going to post at lunchtime and set an alarm and post at that time consistently every day. So the algorithm knows that this is when this person is posting, and it will show up and show the people that are following you. Now, we all know if you didn't take the 3-day ride, you need to take the 3-day ride, because I share a posting schedule with you, or posting calendar in the 3-day ride. The 3-day ride is my signature business course, right? It is the baby. It is my baby. I birthed this thing in my own pain. When I started online, my industry at that time was not online like this. So I started learning and making mistakes. And what I'm sharing with you now, I had to learn these things. I put all of my knowledge in the 3-day ride for people that are struggling online, because I don't want you to struggle as long as I struggle. I was like, if somebody could just tell me what to do, because I have a great work ethic. Just tell me what to do, is done. Oh, I need to post every day consistently, done. Okay, so I just do it. I don't even question it if it's working. So if you're not in a 3-day ride, this is what you can expect in the ride. You can write this down, hashtag 3-day ride, if you want more info. But if you tap my face, go to my link tree, you'll get it. So how to recruit like a top earner in 3 days. Okay, that's my jam. Top 2% of my first company. Now I love my social retail company, building this company as well. So let me know when I tell you, I know how to recruit. Okay, I'll teach you how to do that in the 3-day ride. How to overcome objections, how to find your ideal prospects for your product, your service, your opportunity, a easy attraction marketing guide. So you have to have a guide on how am I going to attract these people to you. I give thorough examples. So if you're in weight loss, I give an example for weight loss. If you're in essential oils, I give an example for essential oils. If you're in hair care, realtor, whatever, it doesn't matter. It is for people that are small businesses, network marketers, direct sellers, and you want to grow your client base. Okay. Easy proven scripts. Let me just tell you, you can access my scripts. Like, what do I even say to the people that are attracted to my page? Like, how do I start that conversation? And then, of course, the main thing you want to know is the content that you're putting out, how to converse with those people, but how to convert those people. It's very important that you're not just posting and people see it. You want conversion to happen too, yes or yes. So the point is to sell your t-shirts. The point is to sell your essential oils or whatever it is. That's the point, right? And then, of course, I share a daily tracker with you. You have to track your activity. I know how many people I'm speaking to today. I know how many people I'm following up with today. I know who I'm trying to enroll today. You have to have a daily tracker. All of this is going to be in the 3-day ride. I know it's an overflow of good stuff. It's the ride of your life. It's going to change everything. I share all the hacks and the tools and the tricks to this social media thing. I am going to tell you more about Facebook groups, even though Facebook groups aren't as great as they were a couple years ago, but they still work. So don't get confused. You can still build from a Facebook group. And then this way it helps lower your rejection ratio because you know what to say, you know what to post, you're attracting the right people, and ultimately grow your organization. That's what it's about. We can all win, right? It's 4.7 billion people on social media. It's enough for everybody. Every single one of you. There's an unlimited amount of money available. There's an unlimited amount of people available. There is no saturation. So it just bothers me when people say, it just seems like everybody. Girl, no, ma'am. That's not true. Everybody is not posting. Everybody is not converting. Everybody, they're not doing it. And so I had a conversation with this lady, and I said, so are you leveraging and monetizing social media with your business? And so she was like, yes. So I went to her page because we're talking. So I said, let me go to your page. So I went to her page and I'm like, well, I don't even see that you have a business. Your page doesn't attract me because I don't see how you serve. I don't see how you help. I don't even see that you have a business. All I see is you sharing stuff from other people, which is great because I want you to share my stuff, but I don't see you. You're the brand. I don't see you. People follow people. People buy from people. You're here because of the person, not because of what I sell, the Pretty People Tees or what my social retail business. You're here for the person. So I don't even see you on there. So I don't know you have a business. So I asked her, and if this is you, hopefully this will help you today. I said, so how do you market and brand yourself online? She said, I tell people I have a website. And I said, so you just randomly tell people, hey, I have a website? Because we're trying to figure out how are you doing this? And so she said, yeah, if I meet somebody, so is that meeting them out and about? Or that's just randomly meeting somebody and say, hey, I have a website? And so she said, yeah, if somebody refer them to me, or if I talk to them like I'm talking to you, I'll say, here's my website. So my question is, if you're doing that, you don't want people to find your business. If your page doesn't represent you and what you do, you don't want people to purchase from you. You don't want it because I can't even see it. You don't want people to find out who you are so they can fall in love with you and your, opportunity or whatever it is, you don't want them to know because I can't see it. Your profile is your resume to the world. What you're posting, you can go to my profile. This is my resume to the world. This is what she does. This is who she is. This all the stuff that people need to know to decide if I want to follow this person or not. But if you have a business and no one knows you have it, I don't think you want to maximize the 4.7 billion people that's on social media, right? Even though the algorithm doesn't show everybody, but that's a whole nother story. All right, that's a whole nother story. And so if you haven't taken a 3-day ride, jump in the ride because I go deeper in the ride and I get to know you as a person. So I take a select few in the 3-day ride. It's next week. So I'm trying to tell you to get in the ride. So the 3-day ride is next week. So if you know you need any of those things that I suggested, and that I had to learn, then all you have to do is tap my face. You see that little circle, tap it. It'll take you to my profile. And there's a link tree and you'll be able to see everything that I offer. Tap the 3-day ride. It starts next week. And then, of course, I always use people's success stories. And this one person, I just love her. She told me previous to the 3-day ride, she was posting and praying. And so she had no direction, no goals. But after the 3-day ride, she got clear direction on what to post and her goals. And now she's just focused on building her business. She's doing very well, too. She's on Instagram. She found me on Instagram. Okay. So with Focus Now, when I post, I ask myself, does this fit my goal? When you're posting, does it fit what you want the viewers to see about you or what you have going on? And so she says, I'm no longer random. So she was posting randomly, hoping that somebody knows she has a business. Now she actually have a plan of action. Executing, no excuses. She's executing. All right. So I love that. All right. So let me jump back on our training for the day. All right. Let me see. All right. This should wrap it up right here for you guys. Can you see this on Facebook? You're my people. All right. So, and then of course, once you get in the 3-day ride, you will not have any questions on what to post, when to post, how to start conversations. I cover it all. So let's focus on your audience again. Number 3, the type of content you publish will attract your audience. So there are 3 types of content. You can write this down. Pretty Person's going to put this in the chat for me. There are 3 types of content. Okay. Image is a content. So you could use any content in the form of, an image like I do most days or whatever. It does have to be eye-catching photos, graphics, screenshots, pictures that are clear, that I can see what it is, everything that may interest your followers. Okay. The second type of content is video. Now, right now, video, as of today, 2023 of March, video is the number 1 way to get in front of more people. Video, video, and video. Right? So if you are doing a video, it doesn't matter. Do it from your phone, do it from Reels, do it from TikTok, do it from YouTube, but video. All right. So when you are creating video, more people are watching videos than still pictures. Okay. Now, doesn't mean don't post still pictures. It just means video is number 1 today. And the third type of content is text. You'll see that people still ask questions, whether it's a curiosity question or just an attraction marketing question, or just, did y'all like the gowns from the Oscars last night? Do you think you like this Rihanna's gown, or did you like whoever's gown? That's in a form of a text that you could post on your page. And you want to be relevant with your content. And so Oscars just happened. That's a great time to ask a question about the Oscars and to show, did you like this dress or this dress? This is going to get people to respond because people like to give their opinion even when it's not wanted. People always give me their opinion on what I did, what I said. So trust me, they want to tell you. So you can ask questions. Okay, text. And number 4, I think it's number 4, right? Your brand's voice. What's your brand's voice? When people think of your business or they think of you, what comes to mind? So when I think of Chick-fil-A, I always use them. When I think of Chick-fil-A, I'm like, good service. It's my pleasure. They're off on Sundays because they let people serve the Lord or go to church or spend time with family. So that's their brand's voice. When you think of Chick-fil-A, you're just like, that's a good service. I don't think most people say that's good chicken. It's decent chicken, right? But I think people like that customer service. Everybody McDonald's and all the other fast food restaurants need to make sure they train under Chick-fil-A. That's how good the service is. So your brand voice is the personality your brand takes on in all of its communication. And so even Nike. So when you think of Nike, what do you think of? Just do it. That's what you think of. So when people think of you or they think of your brand or your business, like what voice do you think they're thinking of? So hopefully, I don't know. When people see me, one, they think of pretty people, hashtag to all the pretty people. Hello, pretty people. Or they think motivation, inspiration, business tips, because that is the brand. So when I go to your page, can I tell what the brand is? So you think of Nike, you're like, you know what? Nike is on a mission to inspire everyone to be an athlete and wear their sneakers. Okay. So you think when I put these on, I can do it now. And so that's the brand. So what's your brand's voice? And number 5, I would say the information on your profile, which right now I've been saying that a lot because the more people that I go look at their pages, I'm just confused. And I don't want to be confused. I want you to maximize this platform. I want you to use it as much as possible to grow yourself. So the information in your profile, if you want me to look at it, I will look at it because this is your resume, right? And so it tells me a lot about you. If you make blankets, I'm expecting to go to your profile and I'm expecting you, right, to say something like, I help people represent their college or their team or NFL team by creating custom blankets. And then I can see you have team blankets, college blankets, and all this, whatever. I'm like, okay, she makes custom blankets. I should be able to see how you help me. And so if your page doesn't represent you, then you need to change it. So the information on your profile, that's number 5, I think. Does this make sense? Say, Jerusha, you got me today. Okay. So I need you to change it. If you want me to look at yours, I do this for free because I do have a course. So that I do that with my people in the course. So if you want me to look at it really quickly, I can look at it and tell you, hey, you might want to change this. And this is just a suggestion and you don't have to change it. But that's where people go first to decide if they're going to buy from you. They go there first and they check you out first. And they decide if I'm going to stay on here, if I'm going to like anything, they do that first. They don't go to your business page. They don't, because they don't know you have a business page. They don't go to your website. They don't. They go to your main profile, whether that's an Instagram profile, TikTok profile, whatever. They go there first. Yes. So many people spin their wheels because they don't post content that speaks to a defined audience. And so spend time looking at your audience persona, understanding what their challenges are and what brands they're already into. If I was in a business, like blankets or whatever, like they probably shop mostly at like a Bath and Body Works, not Bath and Body Works. What's that other one that sells? Yeah, is it Bath and Body? Not Bath and Body Works. The one that have all the towels and things. That one. They probably shop at places like that. So I would go find that fan page and follow those people because those are probably my people. But see, I teach that little trick right there in the 3-day ride. So identify your target audience because, very important, there are millions of dollars everywhere. There's an unlimited amount of money for all of us. If you're listening to the sound of my voice, it's available. So you are significant and you are important right now. People need to see who you are, what you offer. So don't feel like someone's bigger than you. Listen, we're on 2 different paths. I'm under construction, you're under construction, and we're going to be beautiful, right? And so you want to make sure that everything says who you are. And so it's your authentic self. That's what we need to focus on. And I promise you, whatever that looks like, your people will come. And so don't ever feel small compared to other people. You play a very important part. Every one of you play a very important part in the growth of your life, in the growth of your family. If you are on a team, you're important. Okay. Have you ever hit or bumped your pinky toe, right? And you found out how important that small toe is to your entire body. So you get up in the morning, you stump your pinky toe, you go down to your knees. You're like, oh, even though it's the smallest toe, it's the most powerful one because you need it, right? You see how I brought you down to your knees? You need it. And so if you think you're small, you're important to the whole team, the whole organization, the family. And business is about sowing seeds. And so if you're sowing sparingly, you will reap what? Sparingly. If you sow generously, you're going to reap what? Generously. And so give from your soul. And so when I show up, I'm just like, I'm going to give my all. Let's go every single time. And you guys get me excited that you even show up. So it's your time to go forward. It's your time to change what's going on your page. It's your time to post what you want to post. Everything leads to straight forward. It's pointing straight forward for you. So you put your car in drive, you go what? Forward. You don't drive in reverse. You don't drive backwards, right? Your nose is in front, your eyes in front, your mouth is in the front. Everything is leading you forward. Stop looking back. There's nothing back there for you. Everything you want is right in front of you. And so I'm excited to share with you what I've learned. I will be live every Tuesday at 1:30 for a quick lunch and learn. And so make sure you set your alarm. Make sure you follow the page. Go ahead and tag 2 people, share the broadcast, because you know there are some business besties of yours that probably don't even know this information, and I'm giving it to you. So we want to make sure sharing is caring, that we share with everybody. Yes, everything is leading forward. You know, nothing's going backwards. Okay. So we all make choices. I tell my boys every single day, we all make choices. You're making a choice to execute or have excuses. Write that down. Execute or have excuses. And I know today, if you're listening to the sound of my voice, we're going to what? Execute. And so I'm happy for you as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So do me a favor. If you want to learn more about the 100, put 100 in the chat. But I want you to get in that 3-day ride. So I don't care what you sell. Lotions, potions, pots, pans, hair, lashes, nails. It doesn't matter. Real estate. If you want to leverage and monetize social media, the 3-day ride is probably something that you could really take advantage of. The ride starts next week. So make sure you reserve your spots. It's very, private. And so I want to make sure I get you in. So all you got to do is put 3-day ride or tap my face and then go to my link tree and go ahead and register for the 3-day ride. So I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha, and I'll see you on the page. And I'll see you tomorrow at 1:30. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much for sharing. I love it when you share. Yes, Lita in the building. Thank you so much. Yes, 3-day ride. And Nancy said 3-day ride. So yes, all you got to do is put 3-day ride, and I got you covered. All right, perfect. Talk to you later. See you tomorrow at 1:30.